Hey, welcome, Deej Quest here. In this episode, my story continues of my tour of Southern California and the Pacific Coast route. On the previous episode, Pathways, Oceanside Rides, San Diego, Sea Life, Carlsbad, and Broken Spoke. The morning is a stressful rush trying to get my bicycle rideable. I work on replacing the spoke on the rear wheel using an improvised work stand. The spare spokes I brought were a little short, but I made it work the best I could. In a race against the hotel checkout, I scrambled to finish my wheel and packing. I'm distracted by a friendly hotel guest who converses with me about all sorts of miscellaneous topics. Just as I reassemble my bicycle, time runs out, so my wife and I head to a nearby park where I can test ride and make final adjustments. I'm going to be heading up a little ways north of Carlsbad, and I wasn't even sure I was going to do any riding today, so that would be good to get a few more miles in. Taking off a little bit. Leaving Carlsbad, the route enters the city of Oceanside for some beachside riding. After a few miles, I get to Camp Pendleton, where I'm forced to make a course adjustment and cruise the freeway. I ride through the narrow but long Onofre State Beach and then reach the city of San Clemente. Arriving at Doheny State Beach near Dana Point, I'm hopeful to find a place to camp. With a late start, I can only make it a short distance today. One option is to try to stay at Doheny State Park, but I don't know if they will have any sites available. With my wife's help, we are still investigating other options. Man, I think I have a slight tailwind. Even though there's a continuous flow of cars, their slow pace makes this a relaxing section. Good. While leaving Oceanside, I take the short but steep hill from the harbor. Along the coast, there aren't many long sustained climbs, but there are some memorable sections that are so steep they tend to stick in my mind. Any incline more than a 10% grade tends to do that. This was the beginning of such a climb. I don't know what happened, but somehow I got to Camp Pendleton main gate. I'm following my course, but I don't think I can go through here, it doesn't look like. So I gotta figure out what's going on. Am I allowed to ride through here, or is this all secure area?
So basically, to see if you are, you would just go to the visitor center right here. And then, because we have all kinds of like bike events and bikers that are non-military, but they get like a, because of the trails and things like that, they get a visitor like pass. See what you can, see what you're eligible for when it comes to the Camp Pendleton. Like, I think there's an association or a riding association, but I would say check that out first. After talking with the guard, I attempt to get a pass to travel through the base. It seemed possible, but I had neither an enhanced driver's license or a passport, so it was not possible. Camp Pendleton was a no-go. Investigating other options on my phone reveals the only other reasonable one is to travel on the freeway. The other public road is an 80-mile mountain climb around the camp. Going on the freeway is not my first choice. From previous experiences, I know they are busy and loud, but on the other hand, they usually have wide shoulders. Looks like an 8-mile interstate ride. I couldn't miss an opportunity to stop at a freeway rest area. What's that?
Were you that dude jamming on the freeway?
I was, yeah. I know, it's the only way through. I couldn't go through the base.
No?
No. Part of the freeway has concrete barriers which isolates the ride from traffic.
A sign states bikes must exit, so I take the Las Pulgas off-ramp. I'm now back on my original planned route, but this sign is really confusing as it looks like it's restricted. However, the bike path is clearly marked and it's really the only way I can go through. This road is impressively wide. During this stretch, I stop to make a call and take some pictures. A military helicopter flies around me a few times and makes me nervous.
Yeah, let me finish getting through this part. I don't really want to wait here any longer because he keeps flying around. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I get moving and figure I better not linger. I feel some relief as I reach the San Onofre State Beach. The park has a lot of camping spots right on this road. It's like this for about 3 miles. The park is narrow but runs along the coast for about 6 miles.
Biking on e-bikes going surfing, surfboards.
The route I planned ended up being busy and mostly without bike lanes, but it was wide and ended up being okay.
So far, so good. My wheel survived the day without another spoke breaking. I find Doheny State Beach without a problem, but I couldn't find a way to check in. I searched for the camp host to see about staying. They don't officially have hike bike sites anymore, but they were kind enough to allow me to camp in a spot next to theirs. The camp is completely full, so this works out well. After setting up camp, I walk to town to get some food. On my return, I extend my walk through the park and end up going about 2 miles. After starting the day with a broken bicycle, I feel pretty accomplished getting this far today. In the next episode, Laguna Beach, Huntington, Long Beach, LA traffic, and Redondo Beach.
Okay, got everything. If not, we'll find out. Go ahead. Thank you. This is number 5. Put a big black check mark right there. Oh, great. I got a big scratch on my phone.
Yeah, see where that goes, and then, because they know stuff I don't. So
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
I'll see you.
Yeah. Guess I should have bought my passport. I didn't have an enhanced driver's license, so I couldn't go through. Not allowed. Otherwise, she was going to give me one.